Hello, Resurrection. It's March the 25th, and it's the week before Holy Week. You can always tell when we've got a lot going on because the piles on my desk start to deepen. I've got one, two and a half sermons written already, two and a half more to go. The palms they shipped in today for Palm Sunday, and I know that the altar ladies and the flower ladies will just be working themselves to death for the next week and a half. When you see the altar ladies and the flower ladies, I think we a lot of times kind of take for granted that we walk into church and those things have just kind of happened. They've taken care of themselves. But we have a very, very dedicated altar guild here and a very, extremely talented flower guild here. And the altar of repose on Thursday and the palms on Palm Sunday and everything they do on Easter, all the brass will be bright and shiny and new, and they take really good care of us. Thank those ladies when you see them. We do have a lot of work to do in the next week or two. Do you know that we talk about the word liturgy? When we say liturgy, we mean usually the services that we do. But you know that the word liturgy actually comes from a Greek word that means work. It's hard. It's hard work. It's the work that we do for God. We sometimes call the liturgies. We sometimes call them services because they are the service that we perform not for ourselves, not for the church, not for the world. They are the service that we perform for God. Our bounden duty and service is what the text of the Eucharist says. And we will serve God by participating in these liturgies and this hard work in the next 2 weeks. And I hope that you will do the hard work. I hope that you will give God the service that He so richly deserves. It's what He made us for. What is the little children's song about these are the hands that serve, serve, serve? Uh, God made us to serve Him with our hands, to serve Him with our mouths, with our hearts. That's what He made us for, and we have a great opportunity to do that next week as we remember the service that He gave to us, the great gift that He gave to us, which was our salvation, which He paid for with His very own life by spilling His blood on the cross. It's a very important week. It's an important week for the church. It's an important week for our souls, and we've been working toward it for weeks and weeks now. So don't shortchange yourself. When I the religious tradition in which I grew up does not do all of this, and I can remember thinking as a young man when I found all of it, when I found the Episcopal Church and Holy Week and all of the sad days of the church that I had never experienced before, and all the hard work that goes into what we do to get ready for Easter. We don't just show up and bang, it's Easter. We do the hard work to get ourselves there. And I can remember thinking as a young man when I discovered all of that, how much I had been missing and how much the non-liturgical world misses. They don't know what they're missing because I think they would do it if they knew. Even my sister's Baptist church has had a Maundy Thursday service for the last few years. Believe it or not, that was something that would have never happened when I was a little boy. Maybe the world is beginning to realize what they're missing, and that's something that we can share uh, with them. So if you've missed it before, come on. I don't think you know what you've been missing, and I don't think you'll be able to do without it again once you discover it. If you have some family, if you have some friends that don't know what they're missing, tell them to come and see. Tell them that you will save them a seat. Uh, Next Thursday, next Friday, the Good Friday service is always really well attended. The Monday Thursday service is not, and that may be because it's a hair long. It's not a lot longer, but it's a hair longer, and that's usually a school night or a work night. People don't get off of school and work on Good Friday anymore, and I think they should. But but do come to that. The Maundy Thursday service is one of the most moving things that we do throughout the year, in the dark, in the garden, at the end. The stripping of the altar. It is a time for us to grieve with our Lord Jesus, to put yourself in the position of the disciples who were watching all of this happen, of his blessed mother who stood and cried as she watched this happen to her son. Do come and see, and if you know anybody that needs to come and see, you bring them with you. It's the reason we do this. It's the reason that we tell this story the way we do every year, so that others will know what it is we're talking about. So tell them to come and see. Tonight, Wednesday night, everything's normal. We'll have our regular family dinner and our regular programming. We won't next week during Holy Week. We'll be here enough next week without doing Wednesday, but we will have it tonight. So I hope that I will see you then. I love you.